Hi, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Stassi. Thank you so much for being here today. I have the pleasure to have Miss Stephanie in my show today. So thank you, Steph, for being here today.
Oh, my pleasure's all mine. Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, the pleasure is mine. You know what the pleasure is? Another Canadian simmer. Oh my God.
And an Ontario simmer.
An Ontario simmer.
Too.
So I just interviewed Miss Peach. She's also from Ontario. She's up in the Barrie area. And I was just like, we're getting closer. Now
there is more of us around than we think, right? I know we're a rare breed, but
yes,
yeah.
Because another one is Small Fries. She's Canadian.
I think I've seen her on Instagram. Actually.
Yeah. She's okay. I don't know where in Canada she is, but she has a little Canadian flag in her bio.
Okay.
There's a couple
I just figured out, Elfishly Amy. She's bigger on Instagram. I'm not sure if she's a YouTuber or not, but she's Canadian too. Adorable builds, all country cottage vibes and really cute.
Right. Yeah. But anyways, welcome. I'm glad to have another Canadian simmer here. Makes me feel less alone.
It's a pleasure.
Because
I know.
Because I'll be like, because I was talking to a couple of Americans today, and they're like, yeah. So I'm like, yeah. So there's like 80 Fahrenheit. Just out my shorts, and I'm like, hold on.
But what's that in Celsius?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I never understood that.
I was like, where's my phone? What is 80 Fahrenheit in Celsius?
I know, right? Because we don't understand unless we say, oh, it's like 35 degrees out there and that's hot. So who knows what 80 degrees is to us, right?
Yeah. Right. I think
we would literally melt in 80 degrees.
Yeah, like we would melt in 80 degrees Celsius. Yeah. I want to say 80 Fahrenheit is like 24.
Which is a decent summer day.
Summer day. Yeah. So we're both in like the southwestern Ontario-ish. I'm more south than Steph is. And we were just talking about, I got snow a couple days ago. You didn't. And tomorrow's going to be 17 and sunny.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really nice here.
It's supposed to be really nice. Tomorrow's like, I literally will say like, this is the last nice day of the year. And then like the snows, like, cause like we got our snow tires on, we got all our outdoor stuff taken down, right? Like
we're all set. Yeah.
Because you have to at this point, because you never know.
It comes at any day. It could come tomorrow. It could come in a week. It just comes. Yeah.
Right. And you know what always gets me is, like we live in Canada, like we have winter 6 months out of the year, and then the other 6 months we complain about it because it's too hot.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Typical Canadian. We complain when it's hot and we complain when it's cold.
And we apologize too much.
That's
another story though. Yeah.
Yes. We say sorry. Lots of sorries.
All the time.
But what gets me is that Canadians forget how to drive in the winter. And I don't understand it. It's the same thing. Like it happens every year. And
it's just a little more stuff on the ground, but you forgot how to drive.
Oh, for sure. The first like actual snowfall, like when snowfall accumulates and there's snow squalls and people are like, cause right now, like people are starting to get their winters on, but not everybody has the winter start. Right. Yeah. So you'll get like to December and there'll be the first snowfall. And then everyone's like, I get my winters on. And it's just like, yeah, but like, it can snow anytime past Labor Day, right? Like you just get your winters on, be prepared. Right. I'm getting married.
Labor Day is early September, right? So I mean, think about it, people.
Oh my God. I'm getting married. So next September, the end of September, it could snow that day. It could rain 100%. That day. It could be 40 degrees that day. It could literally
walk around in your bathing suit.
Yeah. Or it's freezing. Like I might need a parka. Crazy. Like that's literally, okay. You're an Ontarian to an Ontarian. Would you say April and September are the most wild card? No. Okay. April, May, and September are the most wild cards out of the year.
You know what? I've said it before and I'll say it again. Yeah. April. If you ever want to experience Canada, come in April. It can rain, it can snow, you can have, a barbecue day weather, go to the beach, April. I swear on my life, April. Yeah.
I totally agree with you. We could have a snowstorm on Monday, have rain Wednesday, go to the beach Friday. There's no in between.
Mind blowing.
Also, as Canadians, we like to talk about the weather.
Honestly, we were standing in line at the grocery store. There's a nice, man behind you. So how about the weather today? Like, it's beautiful out. Why do we do it? Why do we care what the weather is outside? We're still gonna go out.
It's like in the States, they're like, oh yeah, like you got to go to the Whole Greens on Fisher. So like you got to take a right on the 34th Street.
On
you
south.
Keep going. You gotta go south. You gotta go north. Don't go to the one on the north end. That one's bad. But you keep going down Louis Street. You take a left. You take a right. You're there. It's so funny. Because it's so true. So and people like Americans will say like, oh, like they'll get me to talk a little bit more about detail. And I'm like, oh, you just go to Sobeys. They're like, well, which one? I'm like, the one next to my house. They're like, yeah, but like, how do you get there?
Know that
I'm like,
Sobeys.
Yeah, you know the Sobeys. You know this one's just right down there.
Like, come to my house. It's on the right.
Yeah, like, yeah. I don't have to like, yeah. If you walk outside my door, you go this. I go, oh, there's a Sobeys. If you look straight, oh, there's a McDonald's. If you look this way, oh, there's a gas station. Perfect.
It's like, oh, I'm going to go to Timmy's. Which one? The one beside the Walmart. Oh, okay. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh my God. I think that's like the best. I'm like the worst with directions. Like my boss would be like, yeah, so it's on the south part of town. And I'm like, what? And I need landmarks.
South? Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Only way I know what south is Lakeshore. The lake is to the south.
The lake is to the south.
I would be completely lost. I'd just be in a circle. I wouldn't know.
Oh, absolutely. Or I'll be like, they'll be like, oh yeah, like I need like what McDonald's do I go to? I'm like, oh, the one next to here. And I'm like, oh, I know how to get there. Like, don't tell me the street. Just tell me the
street. Tell me how to get there.
Tell me the closest.
Tell me the closest parking lot or something like that.
Oh my God. Do you know what? Okay. Do you know what's funny? My boss was telling me there are now more cannabis stores than Tim Hortons in Canada. They're popping up everywhere.
I believe it. Just in my area, like my, say, perimeter of 2 blocks, there's 3.
Oh my God.
3 of them. You know what I mean? And there's only 2 Tim Hortons. So 1 Walmart, 2 Tim Hortons, and 3 pot shops. We're good to go.
I literally think that what the rule of thumb is if you're in a cannabis stop and you can't see the next cannabis stop from that location, they have to put one there. I think that's what they're going to have to do. Because like
different brand, but
different brand because Tokyo Smoke is like putting a ton in malls now. And I was just like, I don't know how, like, believe me, I'm okay with the weedy puffs, but like, I was just like, I don't know how I feel about being in a mall.
That's the thing is there's like malls are for everybody, family, children, very old, set in their ways, people, whoever. I don't know if I'm okay with a mall, but they're going to put them where they put them.
They're going to put them where
the most traffic is, right? They want to make the most money and
so I was having this conversation with my mom and I was like, like they're having them. And she's like, Stassi, like there's LCBOs in malls, right? And I'm like, yeah,
same thing
it's the same thing, right? I think it's just because like not all over the world cannabis is legal, exactly.
Right? Not even close to legal.
It's not even close. So like if like you think in the States, like you could go to jail for the tiniest amount.
Oh, it's criminally offensive.
Criminal.
Like yeah.
Or here you can just walk to the mall and you get your
as
stuff.
long as you're 19 and you have an identification, they'll give you a sack of pot.
Yeah, exactly.
Have a good night, right?
Yeah, or you can like even buy like people can grow it now as long as you don't have enough to traffic.
That's exactly. It's the same thing with carrying it. Apparently, like you could have it like in your backpack, in your purse and stuff. As long as you don't have it with like the intent to sell it. Yes. So separate bags or something like that, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So like I didn't realize this. Like you can just smoke like a weedy puff stick anywhere on the street. It's fine.
Absolutely anywhere. Yeah.
Absolutely. The first time
like smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, it blew my mind because you just walk by and you got the vape kids. And then you got the weedy puff kids.
Like, okay, Brandon, I don't want to smell your cookies today.
Oh
Thank
my
you
God.
very much.
I take the bus. Like we have one car for our house.
I'm on the bus all the time. I relate. Yeah.
So you got it. The subway, right? You got Jimmy's cotton candy. And I'm just like, oh my God, like stop.
It smells beautiful, but go away with it, please.
Yes.
I know. And then it's funny too, because later on you get home and your fiance's like, oh, your hair smells like cotton candy. And you're like, Brandon, I swear to God, Brandon.
It's not me. It's not. It's the secondhand vape smoke.
Secondhand vape pen. Oh
secondhand vape. Who thought we would say secondhand vape pen smoke today? Because I for sure did.
Wasn't planning on talking about secondhand vape smoke, that's for sure.
No,
But
I
hey,
definitely
where it leads us, right?
Yeah, right. I literally, I try to steer these conversations, but I take hard lefts all the time. I take Michigan lefts
because I was watching some of your other ones that you've done, and I'm like, we're gonna be chatting for 2 hours.
Oh my God,
we're just
easily
chat and chat and chat. I know. I know.
Anyways, we should probably start this off and actually talk about Sim stuff because that's why we're here. Tell me a little bit about your Sims history.
You know what? I've been playing The Sims for as long as I can remember. I'm pretty sure the first thing I ever played it on was a PlayStation 1.
Oh,
so
wow.
like The Sims, right? The first Sims. Played it pretty religiously. More of like, just the gameplay stuff, because that's pretty much all The Sims 1 was, make your family, do your little missions and stuff. And that was it. Sims 2, I played it, not too much though. I really don't remember it that much of The Sims 2.
Okay.
I do remember it came out on the PlayStation 2. It was called The Sims Bustin' Out. Do you remember that game?
I do remember The Sims Busting Out.
I played that darn game every day for probably like 6 months straight. It was crazy. I played it so many times, beat it so many times, but I just kept playing it. And then The Sims 3 came out, had it for the computer, played it religiously. Yeah. I was never much of a builder though. I'll be honest. I was never much of a builder until Sims 4.
Okay.
Sims 3 though, it did have the, what was it called? The create a style, like the color wheel.
The color wheel. Yeah.
So if you wanted a room full of cow print, you could have that. If you wanted a room full of rainbow stuff, you could have that. Like your wallpaper could match your couch and your rug and your lampshade, everything. There was just so much opportunity, so much. You could do anything you wanted. So I started building in The Sims 3. And then I also did a lot of gameplay and stuff though too. Like I'd make, my own family, like, I like my son and me and blah, blah, blah. And The Sims 3 Pets came out. I don't remember what it was called though. Was it just called Pets?
I think it was called Pets. I want to say it was Sims that called it weird, like cats. Sims 4 is cats and dogs.
So yeah, Sims 4 is cats and dogs. And then I think Sims 3 was just pets or something like that. But anyhow, I do remember a lot of gameplay. And then when Sims 4 came out, I didn't get it right away.
Okay.
Because I'm not the kind of person that wants to spend, $60 on a game as soon as it comes out. I want to see a little bit about it first. I want to see how the gameplay is, see if I'm even going to like it. And then I just didn't bother buying it. I don't know what made me not buy it, but I just never bothered. And then it was on sale. Oh God, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, something like that for like $5, $10. I'm like, sold. Let's do it. I'm going to buy it now. And I've just been hooked ever since. I've every day, twice a day, I'm hooked. Yeah, I can't stop. Sims.
I love that. I mean, I've had a couple conversations about like how Sims is a casual game, and it can be, but it can't be at the same time. Because some people like, I play this every day, and some people like, I play this for 2 months out of the year, and then I come back 10 years or 5 years later, and it's still the same game, right? And so Sims 3, you dipped your toes with building, but you played more of like the gameplay. Now with Sims 4 scenarios coming out, have you looked at that? Are you going to play any of the scenarios?
Like I've seen it and I've looked into it, but I haven't actually played any of it yet.
Oh, I'm not going to.
I mean, you know what? I watched, I forget whose video it was, but I watched one of the ones with the toddler scenario.
Yeah.
No thanks. Absolutely.
Oh my God,
not. No thanks. No,
I absolutely agree. So I'm an OG simmer as well. I never play console. I still will not. The only time I ever played console was my fiance has an Xbox, and we have I'm a very bad console player because I don't know names of anything, but I think it's like the Game Pass or the Gold Pass or just literally something. So that it was included there. So we had a base game. So what we did before we moved into this house, we built this house in The Sims so we could place our furniture. I kid you not.
You know what? I have done the same thing. I've done like rearranging your bedroom or something or the living room or whatever. I've built it out and like counted tiles and measured and whatever. Okay, the couch can go here. This can go over here because you want to see what it looks like and you want to plan it out. And it's the perfect way to do it. So why not?
Oh my gosh. Exactly. Something that blew my mind. Realtors use The Sims 4 to rebuild houses so their clients can see what it'd be like to add different furniture in there.
you know what? I believe it. It's
Oh
smart.
yeah.
I believe it. Yeah.
The other reason how I know this, so I work for marketing. I work for a sign company. I work for their marketing team, and
Okay.
a lot of our clients are realtors. I mean, they need the most signs out of anybody. They have it's constantly going. So I got invited to a pitch meeting, and I just so if you have this sign, 87% of people will see it. And look at these traffic. Like I literally just make like the worst presentations ever. I'm actually good at my job, but like presentation wise,
you're selling it, girl. That's what you're doing. I'm so
selling it. Hire me for any marketing gig. Anyways, so yeah. Anyways,
Vanna White over here.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, I needed that today. Anywho, so I'm sitting there and I'm on the call and I can see this guy. He has the Sims 3 in the background. So I wait until the pitch is done and I'm like, hey, you. And they're like, who? And I'm like, the guy in the green shirt. And everyone's face, like in a Zoom call, it's so awkward because everybody just kind of like looks down to like wherever they are on the screen. Cause there's like 8 of us on this call. I was like, are you playing?
We're all looking like who?
Like who's? I'm like, are you playing The Sims at your job? They're like, oh, well, I'm the concept developer. So yeah, so I will build your house in The Sims and I will show you what it will look like when you come in. And I'm like,
oh, that's great.
I was like, huh, who would have thought that? But yeah,
right.
My boss is like, why do you know what The Sims is, Stassi? And I'm like,
just no reason. It's a popular game.
I played it as a small child. And he's like, oh, okay. Yes. I mean, that's a very specific answer.
Like, who am I kidding? I play it all the time.
Yeah. Right. But anyways, no, like I got back into The Sims because I went to university and college when Sims 3 was out, and like I just couldn't get to it. Like, I mean, I had to put myself first. And
that's it.
It was in December and I saw Kelsey and Peacha K's 100 Baby Challenge on BuzzFeed and I watched it.
My God.
I know.
Yes.
And then
I remember it vividly.
Yes. I mean, R.I.P. Olive. Oh, I loved Olive. I know.
Yes. I know.
So I was like, oh, like I'll wait till the game goes on sale. And then I got a job and I was like, I'm going to use my first paycheck and buy it for $5. I think I got the digital exclusives. I paid the extra like 60 cents or something.
Ooh,
big spender.
Big spender.
Do you know the base game now is like $70-$80 without like any?
That's my point. Yeah. That's why I bought it when it was on sale for like $5. A friend of mine messaged me and she was like, oh, it's on sale right now, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to buy it now because I'm not paying $70 for it. I won't do it. I mean, even though it's totally worth the money, but I just can't bring myself to do it.
I can't bring myself to, okay, compared to what's actually involved in the base game versus what the prices of like all the kits and all the expansion packs and all the stuff is. I can't justify spending like $80 on a base game. That doesn't really have too much. But anyway, so I bought it. And so I was like, I'm going to start the 100 Baby Challenge. Like, I want to do this. I can't seem hard. I stopped after two toddlers. I had nannies. I had unlimited money. Man. I was just like, I'm just gonna do this for fun, like whatever, me. And I was like, I can't do toddlers. I hate toddlers. We'll never do toddlers.
They're too much.
They're too much. Way too much. So
like make you shut off your game too much. That's how much they are.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Like, throw your laptop out the window and
screw it. Close it.
Yeah.
Done. I know.
Goodbye. I can't stand tall. And people are like, I want to add another thing between baby and toddler. And I'm like, why don't we not do that? Like,
what's between baby and toddler? Like, aside from no sleep.
Well,
between baby and toddler.
Well, exactly, right?
You know?
Like, they're like, or I want more functional babies. And I'm like, no, you don't.
You know what, though? For people that like that gameplay aspect, more functional babies would be phenomenal. Like they can, start to sit up on their own, maybe just, silly stuff like that, like learn to hold the bottle on their own. For me, no, they can stay in the crib and they can just lay there. But for other people, I'm sure it'd be wonderful.
I can't wait to see EA ruin that and have like babies trying to sit up for the first time and like their backs like on the other side of the room. And like,
can you imagine though? And then but the thing is, babies won't have enough like sitting skill, so they'll go to sit up and then it won't work and they'll fall back and they'll smack their head on the floor or something silly like that, and you'll be like, okay, this isn't working.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Never mind. Never mind. It's like the whole vacuum thing. Everyone's like, we want to have vacuums, put vacuums in. Everyone's like, get rid of vacuums.
You know, same thing with the laundry kit.
Oh my God.
Forbid you put a hamper in your house because then there's clothes everywhere. People pick it up and put it in the bin.
My God.
They're terrible.
It is terrible. So I didn't know how to properly play with it because I just bought it because I just like to fill up my room and it looks cute and stuff. I just
wanted the washing machine.
I just wanted the washing and dryer, right? And it was actually, so me and my best friend used to share my Origin, and then she'd go on when I wasn't. And then, so she really wanted the laundry can. I was like, okay, you don't do laundry in real life, but whatever. If you're going to pay for it, go nuts.
That's the point of a game, right? You're supposed to simulate stuff you don't. It doesn't actually happen.
If I'm washing dishes, vacuuming, and doing laundry, if my fiance found that I did that in the game, because I don't do that in real life, I think we'd sit down and have a have about.
We'd have to have a little chat there, Stassi. I think.
Yeah, we'd have an intervention, like
like, what the hell is happening here?
Yeah,
okay?
like
I know it doesn't take much effort to click your laundry, but I mean, the piles this high.
Yeah. Oh, we have just laundry baskets of dirt, like clean and dirty. I literally,
us too.
Oh, for sure. I'll go walk down to the basement. I'll be like, that's clean, and just put it on.
Good enough.
Good enough. There's no stains on there.
You know what? That's the reality of being, our age. I'm sorry, but it is. And if you say that you don't do it, you're a liar.
Oh, for sure. Simple. For sure. You're a liar. I mean? Don't care. Yeah. Like there are some people that are psychopaths that will wash and fold and put away their laundry in the same day. I'm not one of them.
Those people exist.
Those people exist. I know they
I thought that was one of those urban legends or something online. You hear all this crazy stuff.
The only reason how I know is my family comes from that line of organization.
Wow.
We came home yesterday from the wedding. All my stuff is still sitting by the front door. Jason has put all his stuff away. My stuff is still sitting there, and it will sit there.
It's going to stay there too.
It's going to stay there for at least a couple of days. I'll be like, oh shit, I do need that shirt. I'll go. Not will I go grab the bag. I will just go to the bag, tear everything out, grab the shirt, leave it there, keep going.
I do the same thing. My laundry basket, I'll sit there like, you know what? Where's those one black pair of jeans that I have? Yes. There goes the basket. Hey, there's the jeans. Everything goes back into the pile.
Yes.
Put on the jeans.
100%.
Oh, absolutely.
What hurts me is my fiance is actually very organized. Like he's a very clean, organized person. I'm a mess. I'm a hot mess. A hot ass mess on a bad day. Like I'll literally just be like, oh my God. Yes, I have to do that. Like, I'll be like, that was planned. That was planned the whole time. And he'll be like, no, it wasn't. You pulled that out of your pocket, didn't you? I'm like, nope. I was always like that.
Or make me say it.
Or I'll be at work and they'll be like, oh, Stassi, like, I can't believe you already did this. Yes. And I'll say it just like that, like every time. They're like, yeah, like you're so ahead of the game. Yeah, it's just like I thought about it and I just did it. I'm like the worst.
You know what?
Liar.
You've got it all planned out, though. It works. It's convincing. It works.
I love it. Sims. Sims. I mean, I feel like these conversations are like 90% whatever we want, 10% Sims.
Yeah.
So you are a builder, and that's how I know you started Instagram as a fun builder. What do you like about building versus creating a sim?
You know what? I've kind of always been into interior design, decor, stuff like that. Like I remember when I was younger, I had, I don't remember what brand it was. It was either Fisher Price or Play School, but I had this big, god awful, bright pink plastic dollhouse.
Oh my God.
And when I got too old for it, my grandmother had all these old like wallpaper samples and old carpet pieces and stuff like that. And I actually took them and redid my dollhouse. I think I was like 11 or 12, you know what I mean? So I was a little old to play with it, but I didn't want to get rid of it. So, all the rooms got new wallpaper. I didn't paint or anything because I wanted to redo it and, new carpet. I ended up using I colored on pieces of paper to make bed sheets and stuff like that. I've just always been into interior design. I don't know what it is, just something, it's fascinating to me. I love putting pillows on things and I love candles on side tables. I don't know. So yeah, so I ended up redoing my own dollhouse, redid it like 4 or 5 times. And then my dad sold it in a yard sale for $50 one year. I know, broke my heart.
Oh my
Broke my
God.
heart. All the accessories and everything that I had for it too went into a box and off it went. I was like, oh, my heart. But you know what? I had a blast doing it while I had it.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
no, of course, parents, man. My mom threw out my Sailor Moon castles. Do you think she's ever going to admit to me that she did that? I had all of them.
Not
I had
Sailor Moon.
Yeah, all my Sailor Moon castles. I had the main castle. I had the Moon Palace castle. I had everybody's outfit. She will never admit that she threw it. I know she did, but she'll
cut her off for it. That's why.
I would. I'll be like, Mom, be honest with me. No bullshit. You throw my castles out, and I'll say it to her like twice a year. She'll be like, no. Yeah. I'm like, well, that's a really harsh response, Mom. It's like
right away. No,
it's like it was planned. It's like you had it in your back pocket. Like you knew I was going to ask you this visit. She's like, no, I don't know what happened to him. Ask your father. I'm like, well, he moved out in 97. And I know I've played with him. Yeah.
97.
Yeah, it's like 97. Yeah. So like, I played with him well past 97. So I think,
that's hilarious. I think for Christmas, she owes you a moon castle.
Oh my God. I don't think she can afford the moon castle. That is expensive.
Oh, they're crazy.
Oh, it's crazy.
Were they that expensive when we were kids? Like, honestly.
God, no.
I mean, I don't know because we had no regard of money when we were
we
just wanted the moon castle, right?
Right. So. If I had to guess, I would okay, this is like 90s prices, and I mean, I'm not going to include inflation. I'm going to say probably like $60. I would say $59.99.
Probably.
Yeah, because I know the little guys because I used to spend my birthday money. So like the little castles. So like Mercury's castle, Mars castle, Jupiter's castle, and Venus.
I had a couple of those. Yeah.
Yeah. So those were 20. Those were $20 at Toys R Us because my birthday money, my dad would take me, and I would cost me. It was $25. He would always give me the 5. So I remember that, but the moon castle one was like the biggest one, and it kind of like connected like a transformer, like it just connected them all.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I'd be heartbroken.
I hope she admits it to me, like her final breath to me. She's like, I did
one day.
Yeah. Just like, literally, she'll just say,
thank you.
She'll be like, I did. And that's all I want her to say. And I'll be like,
you'll know what she's talking about.
I'm like, I know you did. It just took you like 80
deep down
years.
in my core, I always knew.
I always knew. Aww. Anyways, but no, that's so cool
bless
though.
Mom.
Bless my mom. I can't say anything. My mom is like my best friend.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Doesn't matter how old you are, your mom's best friend. So anyways, I think that's really cool that you took your dollhouse and you reinvented it. Now, okay, so like you did it multiple times. What was your favorite thing to renovate in that dollhouse?
Probably the living room, just because it was the biggest and it had the most space. And like when you picture a kid's dollhouse, like those big plastic things, it had like big holes in the side. So you could easily get your hand in the one side and come back in this way and whatever. So there wasn't a lot of walls or anything like that to do. So I could always change the furniture, and I could always put the lamp here, and there's a window that I could put the chair by. But then when Christmas came around, I had a Christmas tree to put up. So then the chair would get moved and the tree would go by the window. And I don't know. I think I just like the very realistic touches, even when it comes to building in The Sims. Like I like it to look lived in, if that makes sense.
No,
you know
absolutely.
what I mean? If that includes, a coffee cup on the counter because you forgot to clean it up, or some laundry on the floor, which luckily the game does give us dirty laundry to put on the floor. So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
You're a clutter queen. You're after my own heart. I love clutter. Love clutter. Who doesn't like clutter? I can't say all these modern builds where there's like, no personality. There's like white walls.
I saw a kitchen build just this morning, and there was absolutely nothing on the counters. And I went, there's like an L-shaped counter, so much space. Put some plants on it or something. You know what I mean? I can't stand it when stuff's empty. I don't know why. It just
put
looks
a microwave
better when stuff's on it.
Like
a microwave in the corner, something.
A toaster oven, literally anything.
Something. Anything. A coffee pot you don't plan on using. Something.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know. I just feel if there's space, put something in it. Not too much, but if there's space, there's something that has to go there. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely agree. Clutter. You can't have too much clutter.
No.
speaking of clutter, your builds are amazing. I really like them. But they're just pleasing to look at. They're very nice. They're so good. What is your secret behind your builds?
You know what? Honestly, whatever floats my boat. You know what I mean? Like I could be out, like I'll take the dog for a walk and I'll pass a house and they say they just redid their porch and it looks so much nicer than it used to. And it's like, oh, that gives me an idea. A build comes to life, right? Or even just something like I remember I redid my dad's backyard, his barbecue deck once. Don't know why, just something to do, right? It's just whatever floats my boat. Sometimes it's something different and I want to try. But I usually stick with just, I don't know, like I'm pretty basic, but clutter. You know what I mean? Like the chair goes here, this goes here. I like to decorate. You know what I mean? I think maybe that's what makes my builds unique is I add my decor touch to it, my cluttery touch to it. But I don't know, just tooting my own horn, I think.
No, I love like I can tell it's you build before I look up to see who did it. Like I can always tell your stuff.
Oh yeah.
So this is kind of leading me to a question because I know you don't play with CC, but you like clutter. Is there a particular reason you don't like using CC? Are you like, I will never ever use CC?
You know what? No, I'm not against it at all. I used to play with CC. I want to say, you know what? I went CC free probably about 6 months ago.
Okay.
I'm going to say now. Okay.
Yeah.
When I first discovered CC, the folder that I downloaded was like this long, just so much CC. I found the Sims resource and I went nuts. Yep. It's almost like a kid with a credit card. You know what I mean? You go
and it's free.
You download everything. It's free. If you have a free account, you have to wait a minute for an ad, but whatever, have some coffee, have some tea, you're good to go. But I just noticed that I had so much. I'm scrolling through trying to build something and there's just a plethora of stuff to pick from. It's not organized. It's just everywhere. And I'm like, you know what? I'm wiping the folder. I'd like to challenge myself with just what the game gives me. Okay. Yes, I buy packs and kits and stuff like that, but that's what they're there for. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I like to just challenge myself with just game stuff. I mean, CC creators, I'll give them the world of credit. They're amazingly talented. Some of the CC creators make the cutest things, and I die every time I see other Simmers creations and stuff. But it's just, I don't know, I guess it's not for me. I just prefer not to use it. You know what I mean? And plus, console players don't have the option. So I would like them to see what's possible for them to build as well. You know what I mean? Like with just the game itself. So.
No, I absolutely agree because when I restarted my Sims 4 journey, I didn't play with CC just because I was like scared I was gonna get a virus. Like that's literally
that too at first, right? It's like, I don't want to download too much. And then I remember my game stopped working once and I was like, oh, I just downloaded some new CC. Could that have anything to do with it? So, you just wipe the folder, repair the game, and it worked fine. So I just left it alone. You know, I don't know. I just never bothered to go back.
I'm knocking on wood because the new kit's coming out in like 2 days it's gonna like break my computer. I love it.
So the plant kit? Is that what we're talking about?
The bloom kit. Are you excited for it?
So excited. Oh, I love a good plant. Yes. I'm so excited. I wish they'd give us more though. You know what I mean? Like I know I'm going to spend 15 something after tax and we're going to have like 6 plants.
I saw what they're planning on doing. That's actually more the thing I think I'm more like about it with this kit is a lot of it was just in the live, like the CC live edit objects. They just kind of like reshaded a bunch of them. And like, and I was just like, give me something new.
Something new.
Give me something new. I think The Sims has a hard time giving us something new these days. I don't think they actually know what that phrase means because I feel like they just keep recycling and recycling and recycling.
They'll just use like the same, mesh pattern that they start off with, add a different color and a different texture to it. And it's like, okay, here's a new shirt or something. And it's like, but I see the similarity in that shirt and that shirt. So
and that shirt costs $10 more because it comes in the expansion pack versus this one. Yeah.
Whereas this one you gave me for free, Exactly.
Exactly. So like, we'll get to my hatred of kits in a moment, but so CC, I didn't download it. I didn't have it. I was very at the beginning. I was like, I have no CC builder. And then I started storytelling. and you need CC. You need poses.
Oh, yes.
The first 10 chapters of Rose Chronicles had no poses. Why do you think everyone's dialogue is turned their head round? Because they're all like with their heads the other way. And they're like, it's serious.
It's amazing what a pose can do.
Oh, for sure. It's amazing what a pose. It saves me hours. Like,
it's life-changing.
Oh, absolutely. It's literally life-changing. Yep. So I was like, okay, all my Sims, like I prefer my create a Sim to use CC. My builds, I like to have 0 CC. That
would be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
would be me. If I did more CAS, I would have tons of CC, just because, I mean, I've seen little freckles, little eyelashes. Oh, I can't get over it. It's adorable.
Oh my God. It's like, the hair, the Max's Match hairs. Oh my God.
They're almost perfect.
It is perfect. Right. But I did a Harry Potter, I hosted a Harry Potter collab and I used CC for my room. And to me, I had to justify with myself. Like I was like, literally like, evil Stassi, good Stassi, like talking to me.
It's almost like you're cheating on the game, right?
Yeah, like I felt like I was cheating because I don't like to use CC in my stuff if I don't have to.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I was just like, oh my God, like, what am I doing? But I was like, I wanted to have the full table of food. That was not there. And I understand
that's part of the effect, right?
Yeah. So, yeah. Because like even if I go into the debugged, I put the plate of food down. It's just an empty plate when I put it down. And I'm just like,
you can't even put much on top of it, to be honest. No. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's exactly it. Like we're going to scream to me going back to hating kits. We're going to segue to that. Like, I think the reason I'm just like, why kits suck, in my opinion, is a lot of them I feel like are just kind of like, for what you get, it's a little expensive.
That's it. Yeah.
I understand, like everyone's like, Stassi, it's for console players. There's 7 titles. You're able to have a computer. We have consoles. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for console players.
That's not the point, though.
It's not the point. Look, I work marketing. I understand. Business is business. Businesses like to make money.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I just wish they would have like a food something. I want a grocery store pack, and I will pay full price for that. The only pack I've ever paid full price for was like, I paid like that was a gift or anything, was the paranormal pack that came out last year.
Oh, okay.
Because I was like, I like Scooby-Doo. It worked out really well. Like but like, even I felt like this is still a lot of money. And I didn't really get a lot of the stuff that kind of like goes with it. Now, like with the kits, like the first 3 that, it was the 3 that came out, because it was Country Kitchen, it was Vacuums, and it was 90s Workout.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I bought Country Kitchen because I was one of those, simmers screaming at EA, we need a farm. So I was screaming at them, like we need a farm. So they brought out this kit and I was like, those bastards. That's the only thing they're going to give us is a farm.
I know.
Whatever. I'll buy it. Whatever. I need it. I like it. Then
I'll settle if I have to. Yeah.
And then they announced Cottage Living.
Oh, it came out, there was my, $50 after tax. Mm-hmm. Give me. But think about it too. This is what I mean. Like I love the opportunity of having so many pieces of furniture. Yes. I've still never played the gameplay of Cottage Living.
Nope.
I had it the day it came out. I still haven't played it. I don't know what the Finchwick Fair is. I don't know what it's all about. I have no clue. I'll probably never find out. I barely ever play. You know what I mean?
Stop. That's so funny. So I was like, I specifically bought that game so I could do my first ever Let's Play. I had it going. We made Rachel, because my girlfriend Rachel was going to be a farmer. So I made her. She was going to live out her farming dreams in The Sims. I got to episode 2. My game broke. It's still broken to today. So that was July to November. And they never got back to me with a fix. Rachel would just sit there like this for 12 hours and she wouldn't move. And like, you actually think you're going insane.
Oh my God.
And like, and it wasn't CC. It wasn't anything. It was so broken. I was like, and it wasn't any other Sim. It was just her.
Wow.
So I took that as a sign from the Sims gods that I'm not meant to do Let's Plays.
And, you know what? Honestly, I would probably think the same thing.
Yeah, no, honestly, I'll never do a Sims Let's Play. Not my thing.
Wow. I've thought about it, but I just picturing me sitting there for an hour playing it, getting frustrated at why they won't walk through that door because they just walked through it, but now it's, non-functional.
Yep.
Or they don't want to talk to somebody because they don't know each other well enough. It's so frustrating to me, like the actual gameplay of it. You know what I mean? They don't do what I want them to do.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you shut the like the free will off,
yep.
they still just
do it.
Like, no, stop, stay here.
Stop.
I told you to stay here. Stay the hell here. That's it. Good
now,
boy.
So like for the poses, it's a teleport sim. I will literally just teleport sims there, and I will make them stay there if I need them to not move. Stay there.
If I have to, I'll do like the box trick where you trap them in the walls. No door, no nothing. You stay there until I'm darn ready to let you out. Okay,
right?
Thank you.
Oh my God. But
I know.
So yeah. So it's just kind of like, I feel like we were ranting about kids. So like, yes. So like,
Stop us now, please.
No, we were talking about the gameplay for Cottage. Yeah. So I never really got a chance to play it. I'm not a big gameplay person. I never have been. I never will be. Yeah. I tried doing I think it's like the every career challenge. Like you
I remember literally trying to do that too.
So like I started with actor, and it took me like, I don't know, like 2 weeks for her to become an actor. I just got bored, and I was just like, I'm done with this. Like,
it's a little repetitive.
It's for sure a little repetitive. For builds, it's never repetitive unless you're like me and you build the same room in every house. Then it's repetitive.
Or the same box over and over again.
Oh my God, the same box. I was I did a summer spotlight with Milo Farmer, and I was because he's an amazing builder, and I was like, I've been doing this for like fucking 15 years and I still build boxes, and he's laughing at me. I was like, boxes and sad roofs. That's literally
that roof is a struggle in its own. Like that's a skill that you need to learn how to do. The roof is crazy.
Listen, I can make macarons from scratch.
I'm coming over.
I went to school to be a pastry chef, right? So like that's So I can make macarons. I can make you a nice beef Wellington. I can run, I don't know, very fast when I want to. I cannot build a roof in The Sims.
Well, you're lucky that it's not a life-saving skill that you're going to need to have in the real world, right?
Oh my God.
Man, otherwise you'd be like, no, sink or swim, I'm gone. Okay.
I have to ask you this. Yeah. So now I look at like every house, like anywhere we ever go, like if we're ever in residential hell or suburbia or whatever, I'll look at these houses and listen. Real life people have a hard time placing windows too. Cause I've looked at some homes and these windows are just like odds and sods and it doesn't make sense.
Like
and
one's here, and then one's this big. You're like,
oh, okay. Or
drives
like
me bonkers.
It drives me bonkers. And I'm like, guys, it's real life too.
No, it's not just the game. It actually happens. Like who hired these contractors? Cause you need to get a refund.
Right. So there's this house. So this is my living room because my upstairs, it's like the worst lighting there. It looks like I died like 6 years ago because like my face is like gray, just how poor the lighting is up there. So I'm sitting in
my basement lighting. I had to get some privacy. So this is where I am. Right. I know. Yeah,
right.
It happens.
Yeah. So I'm sitting at my kitchen table. So I have a patio right there. As I'm pointing out, like you can see exactly what I'm seeing. As you obviously can't. So anyways, I'm looking at this and because I'm in suburbia hell, there's like 6 houses behind me. So I'm looking at this one. What irritates me throughout my day, I'll be sitting on a Zoom call. Their windows are not symmetrical. There's one here and then there's one there. Oh. And then there's nothing here.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, I'm just sitting.
It's so unsettling.
And they're not the same size. They're not. One's smaller than the other. Oh. So they're like this and then nothing. And I'm just like, I stare at this thing and sometimes I'll be like, who fucking placed your windows? Especially if I'm really mad at this call and they'll be like, Stassi.
One of those days.
They're like, this is an SEO meeting.
I'm just so irritated.
I'm like, listen, I checked out of this meeting like 30 minutes ago because you guys weren't listening to me. And I'm just looking at this uneven window house that's like right
forced
there.
Me to look at this window. Oh man, that's terrible.
It's so terrible.
Oh my God.
And the fact this house is like over $1 million, because that's where we are now. And you know, the housing mortgage problem in Canada, a house is over $1 million. Okay. Yeah. Wow. I live in a 3-bedroom semi-detached and like this house is now worth like 800.
I believe it.
This house is not worth 800. This house
you know what? There is even in my area, like, you know where I am, right? But there's a house, like a street around the block, whatever, a tiny little bungalow. I think it was a 2.5 bedroom, one full bathroom, a half bath in the basement. It sold for like $970. It makes me sick. That's exactly it. How you paid almost $1 million for a 2-bedroom bungalow,
right,
in, West End Toronto. I know. But anyways, we're not going to start talking about the real.
Oh my God. We'll be here to talk about the mortgage. We'll be there till this is a 12-hour.
We'll be here for days. This will be your first 4-hour video on YouTube.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes.
Nobody will watch the whole thing, but guys, shut up. That's enough. Okay.
We'll put at the bottom being like, rant ends here. Actual conversation here.
Like, do the timestamp. So like, okay, rant for 5 minutes. Sims for 2 minutes. Rant for 5 minutes. Sims for 2 minutes. Hilarious.
And anyways, window placement. It's not easy in real life either. So, okay. So what is your favorite room to build?
I like a good bedroom.
Okay.
I like a good bedroom. I don't know, bedrooms are like your private sanctuary. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we share with fiancés and stuff, but your room is your room. Yep. All your private stuff goes in there. You have all your belongings and stuff, and then nobody goes in there, but you still like to make it as nice and cozy as you possibly can. Like, who enters your room? You know what I mean? Aside from you and your dude. Nobody goes in there.
Nobody.
But it's still got to look nice. And, I mean, my bed's never made in real life, but,
fine.
God. If I have company coming over, sure, I'll make it in case they poke their head in, but I don't care.
When company comes, we close the door. That thing's closed.
You know what? Exact. So many doors get closed and you're like, okay, no, just bathrooms there. Yeah.
Yeah, bathrooms down here. You know what? Yep. Like, anytime my mom is always like on the prowl, anytime she's at my house, she's always like, your house
gotta scope.
Messy. Yeah. And so she'll come up to my bedroom and because like the whole house will be spotless, but the bedroom I don't care because we're gonna close the door. She'll pop her head in and she'll be like, Stassi, your bed wasn't made. You have clothes on the floor. You didn't vacuum.
Like, of course.
I was like, yeah, because you weren't supposed to go in there.
No, I was busy cleaning the rest of the freaking house. Okay. Yeah. No, I didn't do one room. Leave me alone.
Yeah, Mom.
Stay out of my room.
Your room is clean. The shitter's clean. The living room's clean. Okay.
That's it. The places you're going to be are clean. So be appreciative. Exactly. At least I clean for you, Mom.
Right. Okay.
My mom doesn't clean for me when I go over. So why should I clean for my mom?
My mom still cleans for me. I don't know why. I'm her daughter. I'm her only child and she will still clean for me.
That's probably why.
That's probably
because
why.
You're her only child. You're her baby. You're always going to be the only one.
I will always be her. Yes, her little baby.
Yeah. You'll be 60 years old, and hopefully she's still around. And my little stuff.
My God!
Because you're the only one.
Yeah, she'll say to me all the time. She's like, I know you're close to 30, but like you'll always be my little girl who would sing the Barney song to me after school. And I just feel
Barney.
Like, right.
I know. Good times.
Yeah. So the good times, the good Canadian times. You know what's a funny Canadian thing? I didn't know they changed the Canadian Heritage Moment to a different logo. It's not this.
Really?
Yeah, they did. Because we were watching, I don't know, some sport, and they had the insulin one on. Because I was sitting there and they're like, this kid's like, they're dying. And they're like, this isn't working. And I'm like, is this for insulin? And then Jason's like, maybe. Whoa. And I'm like, I think this is for insulin. And at the end, it's like, and it goes down and it shows like all the previous heritage moments. And it has like this new, it's all white. And it has like this gold, like it's like a yellow letters. And I'm like, where?
I have to go check that out. I haven't seen it.
I was like, where's my pink background? Okay. Like where's I want my song. I want my,
where's the nostalgia?
Where's that?
Yeah.
I like, I feel like I wish like the heritage moments would just do like documentaries and stuff and like talk about like, cool. I think that'd be cool. CBC, if you ever listen to this, I usually plug for EA, but CBC.
We're plugging it now, CBC.
Yeah, we're plugging it CBC. Let's go.
That's hilarious.
Anyways, I feel like, I don't know if I asked you because my brain's given out. Your least favorite room to build. Did you answer that?
My least favorite room to build?
That sounds like you didn't answer that. Yes.
You know what? I don't know if I have a least favorite room to build. It's probably anything to do with the exterior though. I'm not big on exterior. Like there's just so much space and it's like, okay, I can put a deck and some trees and a barbecue area. what the hell else do I do now? You know what I mean? Probably the outside. The outside's probably my biggest struggle. It'll take me hours to do the outside. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Other than that, though, yeah, I don't know. Maybe, no, I don't know. I like them all, to be honest, except for the outside. The outside is where I struggle. Other than that, like I like building bathrooms. I like kitchens. I like bedrooms. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship with the outdoors.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I love to hate it. I'm getting better.
Yeah.
But it's still at the end of the day, like this is why I switched to CAS. Okay. Yeah. CAS, 2 hours, beautiful build. Fantastic. Chef's kiss.
Yeah. Yes.
Great. Builds.
The ace of spades.
Yeah, it's the ace of spades, right? And builds can take up to 20 hours for small builds. And I'll just be like, this is the queen of spades. Okay. You got to pick up 5.
I know. And it's funny too, because you'll get like so less credit for a build. You know what I mean? Than you will for create a sim. And you're like, yo, I spent 2 days doing this. And then it took me an hour to edit it. Blah, blah, blah. It's so sad. But I know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's preference, right? Whatever you're into more. Like I know people that can't build to save their life. Yep. Or they just don't have the patience to do it. Mm-hmm. So, but you know, everybody plays their own way.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody plays their own way. Because I just really got into a lot of like machinimas as well. And like learning like
cool.
They are cool. I've been very fortunate. So I'm doing a lot of voice acting for a lot of them. Mm-hmm. Like a lot.
Very cool.
Like very over cool. 10 at least. I have a list.
Wow.
I literally have to have a list of who I'm playing and what the role is, because
I'd forget too.
Hold on. My nose is so high when I say this. I've been casted in so many. I don't know who I am anymore. I'll get scripts. I'll be like,
amazing.
I'm like, who am I in this? I literally have a pile of scripts that I had like this big from just the scripts I've had this year. Like just,
wow.
Yeah, I know.
You're a busy girl.
I am a busy girl. So like, that's the path I'm taking down. I'm going down YouTube and voice acting because way more fun and, you know, get your
cool,
name, get your name out there. But anyways, I know you have a YouTube channel and I saw you posted a video. I think it was yesterday or today.
Yesterday. Yeah.
What inspired you to start your own YouTube channel?
You know what? I'm not going to lie. I found this one channel in particular. Don't know if you've heard of it or not. It's called Simstopia.
Yes.
They do incredible stop motion builds.
Yes.
And I didn't even realize that a stop motion Sims build was a thing, mm-hmm. but I saw that channel, started watching them. I just fell in love with them. I love how smooth the stuff comes in. It's so satisfying to watch it. I just like how it all comes together. And then I watched a tutorial on how to do it, started learning how to use, you know, Adobe and stuff like that, editing. And I just wanted to do it. I just loved how it looked. And I thought, you know, I'm going to challenge myself because I've never been much of a computer kind of person. Like when it comes to like the actual technical side of a computer, like, you know what, let's learn to edit. I think it'd be fun. Let's learn to, you know, play with settings and have stuff come across the screen. And I don't know. I never even knew it was the thing. And then I saw that one channel and I just fell in love with it.
No, that's awesome. What advice would you give to anybody who wants to start their own stop motion channel?
You know what? Just have patience. Honestly, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of just sitting there because it's like how I do it is I do it backwards. So I do the whole build. I'll build the whole thing, start to finish. Okay, we're done. It's good to go.
Yep.
And then I take it all down and I take a picture every single time I delete a piece of furniture. It's just a lot to do. So you spend 3 hours, 4 hours making said build. And then you take 2 hours taking it all down and taking a picture every single time you take it down. And then when you edit it, you put it all back in the other way. I know it kind of sounds like you give the same face my husband does. I swear to God, every time I talk to him, he's like, I was like, you get what I'm saying, right? He's like, I'm trying to get what you're saying.
Oh, I get what you're saying. My heart would be destroyed. That's so much work.
First, you know what? It was very discouraging at first. And like, I remember the very first video that I ever did, I didn't even upload. It was that bad. Like, I don't want to be too hard on myself because everybody has to start somewhere. You know what I mean? But you look back and you're like, what the hell was I doing? Like, that doesn't look nice at all. Nobody wants to watch this. I wouldn't watch this. Who else is going to want to watch this? But I was really determined and I wanted to learn how to do it. And I mean, now, my editing's still not perfect, but it's come a long way. So, and I've been doing it for probably about 5 months now.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, but I just like doing it. It's really joyful. Brings me a lot of joy, I guess, if that's how you want to put it.
No,
fun.
I'm so glad. And like I was watching the one you posted. It looks like it's like a blue room. I was just like,
yeah,
I was like, this is so cool. That's a skill. Like I don't know if I have the patience to do, because I see these.
That's what it is.
It's patience, right? Like patience has to be your
my
virtue.
first advice would be just have patience. If you want to do it, but you have to have patience. Oh yeah.
Exactly.
If you don't, it's just going to get so frustrating and you're going to be like, you know what? Out the window.
Yep.
There it goes. Yep.
Gotta go.
Oh yeah. Gotta
go. Going back to your like gameplay, what are your favorite packs? You can go expansion, game, stuff, kit.
Dream Home Decorator.
Obvious.
Probably my favorite.
Oh, it's an amazing pack.
That gameplay I do play though. I like, going in pretending to be. You remember those shows on I forget what station it was on, but like Love It or List It.
Yeah.
Those shows.
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of. So I'll go in with my character and it's like, okay, do you like this or not? If you don't like it, no, you're going to list it and you're going to sell it and I lost. You know what I mean? But it's fun. I don't know. But yeah, Dream Home Decor is probably my favorite.
Okay.
It was definitely worth the money. And then all the modular furniture that came with the pack, I use it every build. Every build, whether it's the shelves or the kitchen cupboards, the sectional sofas, I use them every build almost. Yeah, super handy.
I wanted that pack. I've never played I've never played the gameplay. I don't know if I ever will play the gameplay, but I just wanted the build buy. Like the build buy was just awesome.
Incredible.
I had somebody sell me today on why the Star Wars pack is actually good for building. Now,
okay, let's hear it because I don't have it, and
I don't have it either. I don't have it either. So they were saying like, oh yeah, like it's really good for like Middle Eastern builds, and it has a bunch of more like exterior rocks and just that very kind of different style and very kind of more like it's more metal based. So like very like industrial. And I was just like, I was like,
maybe
damn it, you sold me. I wanted to.
I think I'm gonna have to go see what it comes with, and then
right? Because like I believe me, I anytime I'm like, what's my least favorite pack? Star Wars. Don't even.
I always thought I had no interest, right? Like I don't care for it. Yeah.
I don't know. Wow. The thing is that pack is also expensive. Straight out of the gate, it's $30. Now
that's it. It's one of the bigger ones.
It's it's just like Dream Decor. That was also $30.
I don't know. I actually luckily won that in a giveaway on Instagram.
Oh,
so right. Yeah. One of a girl that I follow, she did a giveaway thing. Yeah. But so I don't know how much it is. I didn't end up paying for it, but yeah. But it is one of the bigger ones though. And I know that they're not cheap.
Yeah. Like that one was $29, just like Star Wars. Cause like they used to be 25.
Right.
So it used to go 50, 25, 12. So it was, so now it's 27. Sorry, no, 58. 20, 29, 15.
Yeah.
And
like
and the kits are now 8. And I'm just like, because I don't have to break it down because they were like, what's that in USD? What's that in quid? What is that in? I'm like,
bro, I don't know. I don't know.
I might speak in a British accent, but I don't know what one quid to $1 Canadian. Okay.
Oh my God. I don't exactly. It's funny because when I talk to anybody, I'm like, well, I don't know how much it is for you, but I paid $20 for it.
Yes, I will always say that. They're like, oh, that's so expensive. I only pay 14 pounds. And I'm like, great, that works out to $22 Canadian. Yeah, that's how exchange works, right? So yeah, no, anyways. So he sold me on it. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to wait till it's on sale. Now, do you have all of the expansion packs and all the stuff packs and all the stuff? No. I have majority of them. There's a few that I can't think right off the top of my head what I don't have. I don't have what's that? The Oasis Courtyard. Oh yeah, that's a key.
I don't have that. I don't have that throwback fit kit.
No. Do you have the new kits? Not the one that's coming out tomorrow, but the Soul Fashion and the
No, I didn't end up getting I didn't get those either. But I mean, I have most of the older stuff. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just that you end up buying it because it's fun and it's new and exciting and you use it a few times and then you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
Unless it's like particular furniture that you always use, it just kind of gets, there's the rug and it gets swept under, put back down.
Oh, absolutely. Right.
I
Like,
know. Yeah.
I appreciate, I don't know if you tell, it's dark in here because the sun is down.
I was just going to say, we've been chatting for like an hour at this point and your lighting has gone significantly down.
Oh, if I turn this light on, nobody wins. I'll be having it in the dark. Yeah, I literally watched this and it's 5:08. It's 5:08. God damn, time change.
I know. Oh, I know. It's terrible. Like this morning, it was like 6:30 in the morning and it was bright. Yeah. It's not normally that bright at 6:30 in the morning, right?
Especially the last couple of weeks, it's been dark. But I was like,
I know. It's like, so because I got up so early this morning and I'll probably sleep funky tonight. And then it's just that schedule that you have to get back into. Like, because like you said, your internal clock is set to one time.
Yeah.
And then when daylight savings time screws with us, we're all over the place. We don't know what time it is. Right. I know.
Anyways, what is your least favorite pack?
You know what? I don't even know. I think the laundry one's kind of useless. I know it's only a kit or whatever, but it's kind of stupid. I get it, but
do you know what it was for me? And I don't own it. Is the toddler room or the toddler stuff?
Oh my God! Never mind. Yes, stuff like that. Stuff like that is it's such a waste of money to me. You know what I mean? Like, if you buy it, you're like, why'd I buy this? And Origin's not going to give you your money back. No. So there's no point.
If anything, they would double the price so they could double their money. Like I have all the expansions. I have all the game packs besides Star Wars. I have most of these stuff packs minus child's room, toddler stuff, and gym, the workout one.
Yeah, I don't have the gym one and the toddler stuff one. I did get the kids stuff. The kids room stuff or whatever it was called, and I use that stuff quite often, so it was worth it. But the toddler stuff, no. I
also don't have my first pet.
Oh, I don't have that either.
Yeah, no,
don't have that either.
And then all the kits, like they're better now because they have more stuff. But like the first couple, like we were talking about, just has like nothing in there.
Not enough. That's it.
No, exactly. Now I like to ask this question to builders. So. EA just did the game pack refresh for Spot A. I mean, everyone was like, it's Spot A because they used the word refresh. And I was like, yeah, I know, but like it could literally be anything. Okay. Like everyone needs to take it down like 6 notches. I know we're all excited. But we don't have to scream at one another. So I did a video. I counted it down, and I thought, yeah, it's obviously going to be refresh. It was going to go to the spa day because like they used the word refresh, or it was going to be to outdoor retreat because it's refreshing to be outside, right?
One of the two, yeah.
One of the two. So, what kit pack, expansion pack, game pack do you think should get the next refresh?
You know what? That's a good question. If they're smart and if they care about how like we as simmers feel, they'll go with one of the older ones, like one of their first ones that hasn't had a refresh.
Yeah.
Don't know which one in particular, but if they're smart, they'll go with an older one that hasn't had anything, right? So just to give it, some spice, something new. So people, like if you've forgotten about it, maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I have 3 and I want to hear your thoughts. Number 1, get to work.
You know what? It could use a refresh.
It could use a refresh.
Yeah.
And by doing that, and then do the same thing for dine out, because refresh that, have more food. Again, I'm screaming grocery store, so I hope to get a grocery store.
Yes. Actually, dine out. Absolutely. That'd be a good one.
So like those two go together. So that's like one, like, cause you can't have one without the other.
It's true. Yeah.
2, I definitely think it should be outdoor retreat.
You know what? I'll give outdoor retreat. I think
it's
they
the
could do
first
so
one.
much with it.
It's so especially with like COVID, and especially like we had a hard time finding a campsite to camp in the last 2 years because everybody's camping.
We tried to go during the summer and everything was booked. Like we had to book like a month and a half in advance, and we didn't know. So we want to stay at the Pinery next year, so we have to book that in February. God, hope we get a good day with sun, 6 months. It'll rain all weekend for you.
Oh, for sure it will rain all weekend.
I know. Terrible.
Anyways, my third one is for is stuff, and I've already made fun of it on this call. Child's room.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I'd like for a teen room? a child
You know what?
teen.
Honestly, teen stuff, like teen dedicated pack would be great. Like we're talking more posters, funky lights, lava lamps, stuff like that, little boom boxes.
Yeah, a little bit more funky. I think those would be really fun. So the reason they do these is because marketing 101, how can we get people to spend money on shit that's bad?
And shit that they already have.
Shit they already have, right?
Yeah.
So you look and you're like, okay, so like obviously who used spa day until like 2 months ago, right?
I barely touched those towels until 2 months ago. I know.
Yeah. I only bought it because I needed yoga. I needed the meditation board. Yeah.
Right.
So that's the reason I bought it. I didn't give a shit about anything else. So
just want that yoga board.
So anyways, so I'm looking at this and I'm just like, they're obviously going to pick old packs because newer people who are not OG simmers are coming in after watching, because I would like to say that Kelsey and Peacha K really did reinvent The Sims 4 with BuzzFeed, because that's how they got.
Oh, for sure.
That's how they got non-committed people to play and had more of that interest and more. And EA knew what they were doing by having all these kits on sale every 2 weeks, like for the last 20 months, right?
Give you an opportunity to buy it if you don't, if you don't want to spend the money, but they still make their money.
They still make
but you're twice as likely to buy it if it's on sale.
Yes.
So you're still going to make up for it, right?
Exactly. You're going to have more people buying it on sale, which will change your profit, right?
100%.
So you got to look at it as what pack, because like if you already have it, you get it. It's a refresh, right? So what packs do people not want to buy? It would be anything old, because anybody who didn't play starting The Sims they're not going to go for those older packs because they're old, they're outdated. They're going to get, acting, universities, the Snow Tokyo one and stuff like that, right? Because it's new. Yeah. They're going to not think, but if you're like, oh, but now in Dine Out, you can like do something different or something, like they're going to be like, their people are going to buy it, right? Because I saw that people, like the amount of spa day packs were bought in the first week after the pack refresh was more than it was ever when it first came out 5 years ago.
See, they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing, right? I mean, they have a good marketing person. I'm not going to lie. Again, business is business, right? Yeah. Anyway, speaking of business is business, I'm literally, if I go any longer, I'm going to just fade into the shadow. I'm just
all you're going to see is your little ears.
Just my ears lit up. It's just like, can't see me. I think this brings me to my last question. Where can we find your amazing work?
I'm on Instagram and on YouTube, Steph Plays _ It's both handles, same thing for both. So if you'd love to come and support, I'd appreciate it.
Perfect. Well, the links are going to be below. Please go follow my girl. She's awesome. Any Canadian simmers out there, help us Canadians get there, because like there needs to be more of us. Again, like I got a lot of my followers are in the UK.
Me too. Actually, a lot of the people I've met through this are UK based. A lot of the States too, but a lot of UK.
Yeah, I didn't realize how big The Sims was in the UK until.
Me neither.
Yeah. When I started working for the Simset magazine, because they're all in the UK, right? And they looked at me, they're like, "You're in Canada," and I'm like, yes.
Like, I know I'm the only one. I'm like an alien or something, right?
I know. Because I will always say this. I'm like, because like I work for, so like the office I work for is Canadian, but we have an American head office. And I will scream at them like, we are different. We are different. Oh, yeah. We are different. Oh, yeah. I understand that we live like 30 minutes away from a border. We are different. We are different people.
So different.
We're so different, right?
So different.
So like, it's just kind of getting people to like being like, I am from North America. I'm not American. I have to be like, they're like, oh, like, the old saying, if American sneezes, Canada catches the cold. I'm like,
shut the hell up.
And I was like, so when America farts, does Mexico poop?
Right.
Like, I don't know. Like,
right.
Right. Like,
honestly though, I know.
It's just like, yes. Or they'll be like, oh, our idiot cousins to the South, and just kind of like stuff. Like we kind of like, we say those things. Right.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like, we're different. I mean, don't get me wrong. Mm-hmm. There's some states I like to go to.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's nice. It's right there. But at the end of the day, I'm very happy to come home to Canada. And have the benefits of being Canadian versus American.
Our home and native land.
Home and native land. Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, anyways, Steph, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy Sunday and being part in this series. I had a lot of fun. I knew I was going to have a lot of fun because anytime I got a Canadian on here, we can actually shoot the shit.
I know. We know what we're talking about.
We know what we're talking about, right? And I don't have to be like, so the can't talk about the weather. So how are the infrastructure?
I was just gonna say you can't even talk about the weather. So much the small talk, right? What are you gonna do?
Right, the small talk to Americans is like, so food,
right? You guys have so much more on your menus than we do.
Yeah,
what's up?
Like, have you ever been to a Cheesecake Factory? Look at that menu. That's a lot.
Love Cheesecake Factory.
I love Cheesecake. Fun fact. So my girlfriend turned 30 this year, and we couldn't do anything for her birthday last year because of COVID.
Right.
So, and she, like, growing up, like, what her family was, they don't actually celebrate birthdays. So I make it a rule to celebrate birthdays hard. I don't care who you are. We stop and celebrate
I love a birthday.
Birthdays. Oh my God. I love a birthday. Right.
Love a birthday.
So it was my girlfriend's 30th. There was no way I was going to let that go by. So me and Sierra and Rachel and Tristan, we all took her to the zoo, so we went on the first day that it was stage 3 of the reopening.
Okay.
Yeah, because you guys got to reopen sooner. Kitchener-Waterloo was always held back because we had a really bad Delta outbreak.
Yeah, you guys were like a month maybe behind us.
Yeah, you guys sat in gray for like 18 months. You figured it out. You guys got to open up first, and then we sat behind. So we got there the day that stuff was allowed to be open on the inside. Okay. And it was pouring rain that day. Like,
of course.
Pouring. Like the whole morning it poured rain. So we're just like, whatever, it's fine. So we had our umbrellas. We walked around. It was fun. It was great. It was a good time. I forgot how much I like the zoo, if I'm going to be honest with you.
It's a good time.
It is a good time.
It's a good time.
So we go to Cheesecake Factory because we go to Yorkdale because my girlfriend wanted to go to Nordstrom's because there's not any Nordstrom's near us. So we waited 4 hours to get into Cheesecake Factory the day they opened up to indoor eating.
Man, everybody wanted their cheesecake.
Everybody wanted cheesecake. And we did. We took the reservation. It was about 5. We sat down to eat, 9:15. We sat in my friend Rachel's car.
Wow.
For 3 hours playing the most intense game of I Spy with my littlest eye. If you don't think I go, I spy with both my eyes or I spy with one eye's closed. Like, it was just stuff like,
oh my God.
It was pretty funny. And then we get inside, we eat, and we were in and out in like under an hour because they were closing, right?
Yeah, so you had to eat and go.
We had to eat and go, right? And I was just sitting there, and everyone who I told, they're like, it better had been worth the wait. And you know what my response to them was? You clearly have never been to a Cheesecake Factory because you know it's worth the wait.
Oh man. Totally. I would have waited all day. It's
my God, good. Right?
Ridiculous.
Anyways, but Cheesecake Factory. Like we need another one. We need another one.
Oh, we definitely do. We need another couple of them.
Right.
You know how we have a Swiss chalet, at least one in every city. At least one.
At least one. Okay, so like put another one in Toronto to just, somewhere. Like, just don't make it Yorkdale. Like, put it like downtown Toronto. I like Yorkdale, like, for shopping because I like it better than Eaton. Because
you know what? Yeah.
I don't.
There's better stuff at Yorkdale.
There's much better stuff at Yorkdale. It's more flagships. So like you have like more like nicer stuff.
Yeah. It's just so busy. I just hate Yorkdale. Oh, it's so busy.
It's awful.
And then there's always those people that just sit in the middle on the benches just to take up space and breathe your air. It's like,
oh my God. Oh yeah. The best story. Okay, and then we're gonna go. I gotta go because like I'm just a floating head.
You literally are just a floating head now.
Anybody who's listening to this podcast, it's so dark in my house because the sun is now set that I can't turn this light on because everyone will be blinded. That's why we have editing, but I'm a floating head. So we're waiting in line to get the Disney Store because we go to the Disney Store, and RIP to Disney Store.
I love the Disney Store.
But they're closed now.
I know. Terrible. Honestly, breaks my heart. Where am I going to get my Winnie the Pooh stuffies from now? I mean,
right? Oh my God. Anyway, so I'm sitting. I had to pee, right? So I was like, my girlfriends are in line. I walk back to pee, and this little like YouTube Insta Bop star thing. She's like, "I am a star. You don't know who I am." And the lady's like, "No, you need to get to the back of the line." She's like, "Yeah, but I have like 10 million subscribers on YouTube." Great. Can you please get to the back of the line? And she's like,
my goodness.
And I was just like, what a little brat. And I just remember she walked away, and she had like a Louis Vuitton, because like there's bougie stores right there. She got Louis Vuitton, she had Gucci. And I was just like, you're like 10.
You're like, brat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus, I know.
Right? Just because you have 10 million subscribers on YouTube, I'm sure you bought 9 million of them in the
right?
Right? Yeah. You have to wait. Like, you're not okay, but like if you were Justin Bieber, very different story, right? Because you're a national superstar that has security. Makes sense. You're an itsy bitsy YouTube star that no one knows who you are. Yeah.
It's like, if you got 10 million followers, well, I mean, we don't know who you are, but okay. That's what, that's like, fine. To be honest with you, everybody knows who Bieber is.
Yeah, everybody, No matter where you are in the world, everyone knows who Justin Bieber is. On that note, exactly. Anyways, as I become a floating head. Yes.
Go on into your light.
Yes, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for taking part in this video today. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me. I had a blast.
You are definitely welcome. And like I said, everybody, her links are going to be below. Please go follow my girl, Stephanie.